Yo, what's up? It's FMJ, and today I'm bringing you a game of zombies on the map Kino. And I usually don't bring zombie gameplay to my personal channel, but I thought it'd be pretty appropriate considering the topic I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm actually going to be discussing my Black Ops 2 zombie wishlist. And the other day I made a video, part 1 of my Black Ops 2 multiplayer wishlist, and I just wanted to thank you guys for the support you've been giving me on that video recently. My views have been pretty much cut in half for the past couple months, and I really appreciate the amount of views and likes and comments I got on that video. So let's see if we can do the same. But before I get started, I just wanted to tell you guys that you should subscribe to my GFX channel because it's awesome. I'm not too good at the moment, but it would mean a lot to me, and I'll be uploading speed arts and whatnot there. And if you want a YouTube background, go subscribe and message me on that account. So just pause this video real quick, click the link in the description, and subscribe. Thank you. So, as you guys know, I'm a big zombie fan. I've been playing zombies since the days where you actually had to unlock the game mode itself in World at War by beating the campaign. Although eventually a patch was actually released so that it wasn't required to physically unlock it. Whatever. I've been playing since December of 2008 when I got the game. I loved World at War zombies, but personally, Black Ops zombies, for me at least, was a letdown compared to World at War. I didn't like the maps too much, and there seemed to be a lot of unnecessary equipment, perks, and bosses and whatnot in the game. But the first thing I wanted to say about Black Ops 2 Zombies is make the maps good. Wow, that was a weird sound. Maps like Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, and Kino der Toten were probably the worst maps of Black Ops Zombies, in my opinion, and Zombies overall as a whole. I want maps that are dark, scary, and fast-paced. Derice, which in my opinion is the best zombie map to date, got all of that right for the most part. I love the scary atmosphere they have in the map, and I love the actual layout of the map, but as we all know, Shangri-La, like maps like that and stuff, were way too crowded. I want space that I'm able to run around in and have fun with friends. Now, speaking of space, what I want stopped in Black Ops 2 Zombies is the so-called rape training. It doesn't require skill, to be honest, and although I do it a lot myself, it pretty much takes the challenge out of the game mode because, I don't know, when I play zombies, I want a challenge. I want the zombies to be running randomly at me rather than having them run behind me all the time, like as you're probably watching in this video. I'm probably doing it at this moment, but this is a really old gameplay. I'm not saying that I don't rape train anymore, but that's just my opinion on rape training. It doesn't allow the good players to shine and show their full potential. I want them to be coming from like the floors, ripping on floorboards, the ground, the windows, and stealing like maniacs. So I want to actually have to watch my back when I'm playing the game rather than actually just having to run backwards without having to worry about people or zombies coming at me from a different angle. It would allow the players to shine who are really good, and it would be really fun to see who's actually really good at the game mode. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is perks. Perks are awesome in zombies. It makes the game a little bit easier, but not too easy. To be honest, I don't want perks like Mule Kick or Deadshot Daiquiri to return in the next game, mostly because of the fact that Mule Kick was way too cheap. It made the maps way easier than they originally were, because as you guys know, they added Mule Kick into every Black Ops map right towards the end of the game, and Deadshot Daiquiri pretty much just seemed like a novelty perk and didn't really have a real purpose. It's almost as if Treyarch like ran out of ideas for perks in zombies and just threw it into the game just to add something new. I believe that was introduced in Call of the Dead, but to be honest, I wasn't too big of a fan of Call of the Dead, as I just said. But another thing, speaking of Call of the Dead, I wanted to talk about is keep bosses out of the game. Characters like George Romero don't belong in Call of Duty Zombies. It always messes up the way the map plays, and he can be an extreme annoyance. When I shot him, it would shake my screen no matter where I was on the map, or if someone else shot him, my screen would shake pretty much. And hearing him scream really loudly and having him shake my screen like a stealth bomber was really annoying in the game, and I don't think you guys should ever bring anything like that into the zombie world, at least for Call of Duty, ever again. Now, another thing that's kind of a little thing I wanted to talk about is the Pack-a-Punch machine. Now, I love World at War's Pack-a-Punch camo, and in Black Ops, it was garbage. Now, I heard that the reason that they actually changed the camo from World at War to Black Ops is because of the fact that if you unravel the camo of the Pack-a-Punch guns in World at War, it kind of shows like an Illuminati kind of thing and has a devil's face and whatnot, and that's bullshit. Just stop. Anyone who complains about that shit, if that is true, that is ridiculous. You're playing an M-rated game. You should be expecting stuff like that to be in there. You shouldn't have to complain to the point where they actually have to change the camo on the weapon in the next game. So I want the camo to look badass. And another thing I have a little bit of a complaint about is the sound of the Pack-a-Punch guns. When I upgrade my gun shouldn't sound feminine. Alright? It should sound badass. If anything, like sometimes I didn't want to pack a punch my gun just because of the fact that it sounded like a queef. Alright, and the last thing I wanted to touch base upon to add to the map category pretty much is to make some fuck, I keep messing up. I haven't messed up this entire commentary pretty much, and that was my first slip. But make some small maps and make some big maps. Now, if you're going to make big maps, make them difficult. Don't make them like Call of the Dead where not too many zombies spawn and you have all this room to run around. But don't make them like extremely difficult to the point where I don't want to play the game and I just want to bite my arm or something like that. That's ridiculous. But on the small maps, make them small and challenging, but also make the big ones big and challenging, because I want all maps to be a challenge. I don't want some easy ones like Ascension was way too easy. The map was huge and no zombie spawn. That map would have been amazing if more zombies spawned, or if they came from every angle pretty much. Like I said earlier, I want them to be like dropping down from the ceiling, ripping out of floorboards, just coming behind me, all angles, unexpected ways and whatnot. But that's pretty much part 1. I might have a part 2, not guaranteed. If I think of more zombie ideas, I might have a part 2 for zombies, but there probably will be a part 2 for my multiplayer Black Ops 2 wishlist. But anyways, that's part 1, at least for now, for Black Ops 2 Zombies. I'm FMJ. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my GFX channel. The link is in the description. I'm out. Peace!